Hey, what's good with y'all, man? Look, it's a great day to be wavy. Hey, first of all, man, hold on, wait a minute. Y'all, the flame was finished. I want to say thank you to everybody that's been supporting the Tell You music video. Obviously, super excited about that music video. I think it came out pretty good, pretty clean. We got a chance to shoot at Fort Armstead Park, an iconic location with great water, some graffiti, obviously the bridge. Rest in peace to everybody kind of that was unfortunately part of that situation with the bridge collapsing. That wasn't my intent to shoot because of the bridge. We just wanted a nice water scene, and we felt with the graffiti at Fort Armistead that was really appropriate for the video that we were trying to shoot. Today's video, I'm gonna keep it real simple, is just about obviously I always say, like, I have the album called Protect My Peace. Well, in order to protect your peace, right, you have to protect who's around you. You have to protect your brand. And today's conversation is going to be on how to move in terms of like moving militant, right? So one thing with me is, like, I'm so quick to cut. Like, I have a great foundation. I have a great family. I have great friends, and I have built a strong foundation into what encompasses, my business. I have a good foundation for what I'm trying to do. And my friends have been solid since day one. You know what I mean? I can't say anything about my friends. But what I can say is any new friends, any new people that are trying to get associated with the business, those are the ones that you have to be careful of. Those are the ones that you don't know their true intentions. So you have to move militant. And so that's how I move. You know what I'm saying? I could be by myself. Just because I'm by myself, I'm never by myself. And I hope people understand that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still always have, like, I have a lot of connections in this area. You know what I'm saying? So I'm never really by myself, even if I seem like I'm by myself. But so the thing about it is, like, when you move militant, you gotta be quick to cut people off. Like, you gotta be quick to anything that challenges your brand, because at the end of the day, your face is your brand. What you speak, your voice is powerful. You know what I'm saying? You're your own brand. You're your own entity, right? You market yourself. You do everything. I'm the business. It's me. Anybody associated with my business is a representation of me, my business, and my focus. But it does, unfortunately, always start with me. And when it comes to that, obviously I take on all the financial parts of it, the time, the marketing. And at the end of the day, this is all about you versus time, right? Because obviously the saying is time waits for no man. And, like, or woman, whatever you want. But so the saying is time waits for no one. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it is, like, when it comes to time, it's always a race against time. And it's always, I have to figure out who is around me and how much time they're going to be around me. That takes away time that I can do other stuff, right? So I'm constantly moving militant. I'm constantly in interview process. So what is interview process? Anytime I meet somebody new who, is a friend of the business, and they want to be a part of the business, and they want to help me with music or give me ideas, or it could be an engineer, it could be anybody associated with something involving music that wants to be a part of it. Got to interview. Like, I'm not gonna just let somebody you know what I'm saying, who I don't know, or who, because at the end of the day, anybody that comes on my platforms, I have to know who they are. I have to know what they are. I have to know who they're around. I have to know all these things. It's an interview process. You know what I'm saying? A lot of life, I always say, in life, you're always coaching, but in life, you're always interviewing as well. You know what I mean? And you can take that kind of with how you want. Anytime you meet new people, it's always the hi, how you doing? Good. What do you do? That's interview questions. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just how it is. You're always trying to get to know people, just like in an interview. So you're always coaching and you're always interviewing in life, right? But as a result of what I'm saying with the interview process, right? It's like I'm always vetting, like I'm always analyzing and trying to figure out, like, okay, who can help me build in this aspect of my brand? Who can help me build this part of my brand? You know, I love big people person, right? I like working with people. I like getting to know people. I like learning about people's backgrounds. I like learning about people's stories. I like when I'm around, especially extremely successful people. I like being around, like learning about their stories and stuff like that. So, you know, being a people person is great. You know what I'm saying? And I want the best for people, but I've learned a lot of people don't want the best for me. And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? They like, you know, they have to focus on themselves and everything like that. My problem is when they come around me and they try and slow me down, whether it's you know, in a light way or whether it's in a heavy way. Like, don't waste my time. Like, don't come around me and waste my time. It's not gonna happen. Because I understand, like today, for example, I could go and record 5 songs. I could have 5 brand new songs ready to go. I could put 5 brand new visuals out, right? Or I could hit up my cameraman. We could shoot 2 of those 5 music videos. I could drop 2 of those 5 videos over the next 3-4 months, and y'all would have no idea. Or I can hit up so-and-so and, you know, get their opinion on what I want to do. And then all of a sudden, they're like, oh, well, you know, I don't really know if I like that song. I don't really know if you should do this, or I don't really know if you should do that. Cut them off. Right there. That's it. The I don't knows, like, I don't have time for it. Like, I told you this is what I'm doing. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do these visualizers. I'm going to do these music videos. I'm going to do this. Then I'm going to be here. Then I'm going to be around so-and-so. Then I'm going to be there. That's it. Like, that's where I'm going to be. I told you where I'm going to be. Now it's your choice. Do you want to support where I'm going to be? Do you believe in me? Because if you don't believe in me, then I definitely don't want you around me. You understand? So it's just about moving militant. You know what I'm saying? And just about, like, you know, really understanding that not everybody out here is for you. And at the end of the day, like, in terms of life in general, it's you versus time. You versus time. Time doesn't stop. You know what I'm saying? And people always say time is money. And it is. Time is definitely money. You know what I'm saying? But, and as I'm getting older, the more I'm understanding this, the more I'm starting to, like, break down, like, my processes. Like, I'm like, all right, I know this takes this amount of time. This takes this amount of time. I can accomplish this in this amount of time. And then if I have this amount of time, then I can do, you know what I'm saying, X, Y, Z. So learning to understand, like, anybody around me is an extension of me is, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's, like, very, very, very important when it comes to a brand. Very, very important when it comes to a business. Because anybody that's an extension of your business, just like when you're at a job, right? All the employees, right, are a representation of the company. If an employee does something detrimental to the company, they let that employee go and they bring somebody else in that keeps that company's mission alive. It's just like it's just like with music. I'm a brand. You know what I'm saying? I'm a bit, like, my face, like, most businesses, they have like a brand. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll have, like, you know, Under Armour, Nike, and you'll just see the logo, right? Like, mine, for example, would be Walking Flame, right? Be a person walking in flames, like the Walking Flame, right? But it's different. Like, I'm, like, really out. Like, I'm like, my face is out. Like, I'm doing music. I'm like you can share my stuff. Like, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my face is the brand. Like, when you think of the Walking Flame, you can't help but think of my face. You know what I'm saying? And it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You can think of the music and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, like, you're going to think about my face. like my physique. Like, you're always going to think about like who I am, because that's what you're going to see in music videos. That's what you're going to see in the visuals. Like, you know, again, I'm not name dropping, but I've gotten a lot of where I've come from because of other artists, whether they be mid to major. You know what I'm saying? Like, these artists have helped pave and teach me the way to move. And, you know, one of those artists in particular, he told me, like, as you get older, you got to maintain your health. He said, because your health is just so important to you. And everybody will say, oh yeah, you know, yeah, you can read a book and it'll say that. Yeah, but this is somebody that is like older. Like, he's somebody that's like accomplished in front of, you know what I'm saying, 5,000-10,000 people on stage, like singing at these major events. Like, these aren't just average Joes who are telling you like, yeah, you need to go to the gym. Like, no, like, these are really people that have had to take care of their body because they're in the public's eye. It's different. I don't care what people say. When I walk around and somebody recognizes me, it's because of something I built, whether it's coaching, whether it's music, whether it's family, whatever. That is, my face is who I am, right? My face is my brand. Anything I do in the future is a representation of what I've done. Whether it's release the book, whether it's do an audio book, whether it's do a podcast, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, link up with my friends and we start, like, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of different directions that I've been trying to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything can happen. The world is just constantly changing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you guys know that's another video for a whole nother day. But I mean, the world is just constantly changing. Music's changing. You know, there's a lot of stuff with music. I mean, again, these are conversations for another day. But it's you know, that's the other thing is like, I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not getting into that. But the big thing is like just understanding like your face is your brand. Like, you gotta move militant. You have to protect, just like Under Armour. You gotta protect this house. You gotta protect yourself, right? When you're an individual by yourself, you know what I'm saying? I have other people that are involved in terms of the musical journey and business, but at the end of the day, like, I'm the one that crashes and burns. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it goes, like, I'm the one with the face. Like, I have, like I said, I could show you other people that are associated with me, but at the end of the day, like, I'm a music, like, it's me. Like, it's just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Spade's a spade. Like, it's me. So, like I said, just like learning how to move militant and learning that like everything in life is an interview process. You're always coaching, you're always interviewing. You know what I'm saying? If you take anything from this video, like, move militant, always coaching, always interviewing, be quick to cut people off, and everything is a race against time. You know what I'm saying? It really is. It's a race against time. And I'm always looking at ways to figure out how I can always give back in terms of like, once I accomplish X, Y, and Z, how can I give back so that the next person can accomplish A, B, C, D? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just always trying to find ways to just overall better my brand and understand, like, you know, you're your own brand, you're your own music, you're your own artist. And it sounds so simple, but a lot of people just don't understand that. And they'll be like, oh yeah, I'll do whatever for content. I'm like, bro, that's your face. Like, that's like what you're doing is like, that's like when you go in business meetings, like, they see you, like, they see your face. You know what I'm saying? Like, they saw you talking about X, Y, and Z. They saw you on video here. Like there is such thing as bad content, has effect, has consequences. You know what I'm saying? I'm in an industry where, you know, there's a lot of negative content, and I understand that. I'm trying to push more positive content. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to fall necessarily under that umbrella in terms of the negative direction. I'm more leaning towards trying to keep pushing out more positive. I've even tried to push more faith type music, just different types of music that, you know, represent kind of where I'm from and where, you know, kind of keep me 10 toes down. But This is another good Flames on Wheels. You know what I mean? I just wanted to kind of give you guys another episode. I was feeling it this morning. I'm like moving militant, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm about to go into the gym, get the workout in, you know, but just feeling really good, happy with where I'm at. Tell You has been a really good success, and I hope, I personally think that might be my next million video. I think that video is gonna hit 1 million. It's already on pace, doing pretty well. So let's keep pushing, keep supporting. It's a great day to be great day to be wavy. You know what I'm saying? Flames on Wheels, walking flame out.